Hello everyone, welcome to HW News. In August 2020, when India was slowly and steadily opening up, it was still witnessing the surge in COVID-19 cases. The only hope that time around, as it is today, was the vaccine. India had two vaccine candidates then, as it has today, barring Sputnik V. First was Oxford AstraZeneca's vaccine, being manufactured at Serum Institute of India in Pune, and secondly, Bharat Biotech's Covaxin, developed in collaboration with the ICMR. The big question was, will these vaccines be affordable? Or the high prices will put a hole in the common man's pocket who is already suffering from the economic fallout of the pandemic and the lockdown. On the 4th of August, Dr. Krishna Ella, CMD of Bharat Biotech, had made a very bold statement on the vaccine pricing, which was also reported widely. Dr. Ella was speaking at a conference on COVID-19 when he picked up a water bottle in front of him and confidently said that this water bottle costs 5 times more than our vaccine. Essentially, what he meant was the COVID vaccine will cost less than bottled water for beneficiaries. It meant that Covaxin will be supplied at a price well below 100 rupees. The claim was very significant given that most of India's population falls in low to middle income category. Now let us first hear what Krishna Ella had exactly said at that point of time.
Coming to affordability, trust me, I'm telling you, we are lesser than water bottle cost of vaccine. so water bottle is more expensive.
I'm sure the vaccine wouldn't be as much, 330 ml.
So this is 5 times more expensive than your vaccine. So we are really affordable. I think we are the lowest in the world. And the best quality. Trust me, I'm telling you. Our quality of a vaccine, Indian manufacturer's quality of vaccine, and GSK and Sanofi is exactly same. Please keep in mind, we follow exactly WHO, TRS and US FDA guidelines, nothing less. People think Indian vaccine means something low quality. No, all are same quality. There's only one quality in vaccine field. There's no two quality.
Now cut to 2021. Today, Covaxin costs 1,410 rupees, which is the highest ever for any vaccine in India for the private market. Let us talk about why is Covaxin the costliest vaccine in the market right now and the questions surrounding it. But before that, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. And if you're watching this video on Facebook, please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. Now, let me give you a brief background before moving into the topic. After criticism from multiple quarters and the rap from the Supreme Court, the Modi government finally did a course correction in India's vaccination drive. Earlier, as we all know, there was a 3-tier pricing policy where the center procured from the vaccine manufacturers at a subsidized rate. These free vaccine doses were distributed to the states but only for the age group of 45 plus. Then, as a part of the liberalized vaccine policy, states were also empowered to buy vaccines. Many states and experts pointed out how this was creating a problem in the vaccination drive. While the states were asked to cover the vaccination cost of those between the age group of 18 to 44 years, state governments said that different states procuring vaccines would create a competition between them. Also, there were no economies of scale which the center could achieve if it takes over the entire vaccine drive. Thirdly, there was a different pricing for private hospitals, which was the highest. This 3-tier vaccine pricing policy was questioned by the Supreme Court and slammed as arbitrary and irrational. The strong remarks of the Supreme Court prompted the government to act on the issue. At least that is what many believe. The government says this plan was already being considered from June 1st itself. On June 1st, India marked 1 month of the liberalized vaccine policy. However, on June 8th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation and announced the reversal of the liberalized vaccine policy. He said that the central government is taking over the vaccination procurement for all above 18 years of age and all adults will get the vaccination free of cost. But here is the catch. States are out of the equation as far as vaccine procurement is concerned, but the private hospitals are not. So 75% of the vaccine procurement will be undertaken by the central government and 25% will be done by the private hospitals. Now let's talk about Covaxin. While the central government is getting the vaccine at 150 rupees per dose, private hospitals on the other hand are getting Covaxin at 1,200 rupees per dose. And mind you, this is just the base price Add to it the service charge and GST. Now, to tackle this problem, the central government and the Ministry of Health on Tuesday announced a price cap for administration of COVID-19 vaccines in private hospitals. The government said that the service charge levied cannot exceed 150 rupees. So, adding GST and service charge, the vaccine dose price comes to this. The maximum price for Covaxin is 1,410 rupees per dose. Maximum price for Covishield is 780 rupees per dose. Russia's Sputnik V vaccine will cost 1,145 rupees per dose in private hospitals. In the month of January, the Niti Aayog in a press conference also released prices of different vaccines, including the vaccines which are manufactured in foreign countries. According to the Niti Aayog presser, the price of Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine in India would be around 1,431 rupees. For Moderna, it would be anywhere between 2,348 rupees to 2,715 rupees. For Sinopharm, the price will be less than 5,650 rupees. For Sinovac Biotech, the price will be around 1,027 rupees. For Novavax, the price will be around 1,114 rupees. For Gamaleya Center, that is Sputnik V, it will be less than 734 rupees, and for Johnson & Johnson, the price in India would be around 734 rupees. The government is also in talks with other vaccine manufacturers like Pfizer and Moderna. Now, several reports citing sources have said today that the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine may be priced in India under $10 or 730 rupees. In other countries like US, UK and European Union, it is being sold well above 1,400 rupees per dose. That means the price for Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine in India could be among the lowest in the world. Now, government also has said that it will buy Pfizer and Moderna vaccines only if offered at a special price. Just a look at these pricing and you will see that Covaxin is one of the 3 most expensive vaccines in the list. It is almost double of what Serum Institute is offering its vaccine for, and also more than Russian Sputnik V vaccine. Once touted as vaccine that will be costing less than a bottle of water, now has the highest price among all the 3 vaccines available in India. The question is, why is Covaxin, the indigenous vaccine developed in collaboration with ICMR, which is a government organization, so costly for Indians? The involvement of ICMR means that there was involvement of public money. So why a made in India vaccine funded up to some extent by people of India so expensive for them? To understand why we are asking this question, consider this statement from the ICMR on May 10th, 2020. This statement explains the collaboration between the 2 entities, that is ICMR and Bharat Biotech. Let me read it out for you. The ICMR in a statement said that work on vaccine development has been initiated between 2 partners. ICMR and NIV will provide continuous support to Bharat Biotech for vaccine development. ICMR and Bharat Biotech will seek fast-track approvals to expedite vaccine development, subsequent animal studies and clinical evaluation of the candidate vaccine, which will be fully indigenous to India. An ICMR official had told then to the media that ICMR and Bharat Biotech are jointly working for the preclinical as well as clinical development of this vaccine. The ICMR also announced that it had selected 12 institutes to conduct clinical trials of the vaccine. This is enough to establish that the 2 organizations have worked very closely on the Covaxin development. However, we are yet to know how much public investment has gone into the isolation of the virus strain, the technology used in the development of the vaccine. But the way ICMR has extended cooperation to Bharat Biotech, then be it providing clinical trial site or transferring the technology of isolating the virus, one can understand that a government organization run with the public money has made a significant contribution in the development of the vaccine. Now let us come to another important question. Who owns Covaxin intellectual property? While the vaccine has been developed by both ICMR and Bharat Biotech in collaboration, there is little clarity over who actually owns the vaccine IP. According to a report in The Hindu dated May 3, 2021, the product IP will be shared. The public-private partnership, as we were told by the ICMR Director General Balram Bhargava, was formalized under a MOU between ICMR and Bharat Biotech, and the IP was shared. In an email reply to The Hindu, Bhargava said that ICMR would receive royalty payment on the net sales from Bharat Biotech. However, on the following day, The Hindu business line published similar report. However, it quoted a top source as saying that the contract with Bharat Biotech was open-ended and ICMR was free to share the technology with other companies. It was entitled to a 5% royalty from Bharat Biotech. Now, amid the second wave of the pandemic, there were growing calls for sharing the vaccine technology with other vaccine manufacturers in the country. Mumbai's Hopkins Institute has been granted permission to develop Covaxin. Currently, the share of Covishield to Covaxin in the market is 90:10. If more vaccine manufacturers make Covaxin, it would not only address the vaccine shortage problem, but it would also likely bring down the cost of the vaccine. Another question is, if the IP is shared, was the decision to offer Covaxin at such a high price only of Bharat Biotech or not? There are many who argue that the private vaccine makers need money for innovation and development of the vaccines as the virus mutates. That being said, can we rule out the role of public institutions played in the development of vaccine? For example, had NIV not shared the virus strain isolation technology, would Bharat Biotech have been able to develop the vaccine, and that too in such a short period of time? Why only NIV? There are other public sector research institutes that played a key role in development of Covaxin, including IICT, which is Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, and Hyderabad-based CCMB. So was Bharat Biotech given exclusive contract right to decide on the pricing of Covaxin? Now, there is another argument that these are the prices set for the private hospitals. Also, the government has decided to vaccinate those above 18 years of age free of cost. So why should it be a worry to common people? Well, the money that the government is paying, that is 150 rupees to buy vaccine doses, is again the money of the public. So imagine your money goes into the development of a vaccine and the government gets the same vaccine at 150 rupees. Remember that this was supposed to cost us less than a bottle of water, and in private market it now costs more than 1400 rupees. On its part, Bharat Biotech has justified the high price, saying that it needs to recover the cost of product development and other costs like manufacturing facilities and clinical trials. So what do you think? Is the high price for Covaxin justified? Do let us know in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Namaskar. We asked you to support us, and we are overwhelmed and grateful for the kind of support you gave us. A lot of you all told us that you find it difficult to support us through Facebook or through YouTube, and you would like to directly come and take subscription on our channel. A lot of you all said that you wouldn't prefer to pay through credit cards but rather have other methodologies. A lot of you all said that you want a one-time payment option, one-time subscription option. So we arranged for all of that. All of that has been arranged for. We have now multiple payment options. We have UPI, we have Paytm, we have credit cards, we have net banking, we have wallet. We have a lot of payment option now. We have a one-time subscription option. And all of this is now available on our website. The link is down below. And our website, of course, as you know, is www.hwnews.in. Mind you, with subscription, we also have a lot we offer you. So you have exclusive programs, you have exclusive meet and greets, you have exclusive goodie bags, a lot of it that we give for each subscription. All of those details are there in our website. So please go to our website and if possible, subscribe to us. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.